to our channel, Loving Handcrafts by BMW. This is Brenda. So today I'm going to be doing a mini composition notebook. I've got this from my local dollar store. It's back to school time. We're headed into the fall. I was inspired by doing this young lady. This is for my niece. I'm going to show you how to put this together. I can't take credit for the folder idea because I saw another crafter do that. But I have covered these notebooks before, but I really thought this was darling, especially with the folder idea. I'll link to where this was, where I got inspired. All credit is due. But I used what I had in my stash. I'm enjoying this sticker maker. I'll have to come back and show you my new sticker maker machine that I purchased to make this gorgeous sticker. So I made her some stickers and things, and so I got inspired by that. I made my nephew something as well. He's a big Fortnite fan, so I made him a little mini notebook as well. But this sticker pack, these stickers that I created from Creative Fabrica, the file I used to make these stickers inspired me to kind of make a mini notebook. And then when I got inspired for that, I decided I was going to make some folders to put my stickers in, because I'm all about the notebooks these days. But I'm going to walk you through my thought process so you can use anything in your stash. So you can use, whatever you have in your stash. That's your fall paper, your pattern paper. I mean, it's all really the same concept. Is just what paper you decide to use. So I'm going to set this aside. I am going to be covering the front and the back of this. So what I initially did was I cut this out two ways. I cut this out landscape, and then I cut it out portrait because I wasn't sure which way I wanted to do it. When I initially cut this out, and I just cut this paper with my paper cutter, and I just cut it like 4 1/4 when I cut the paper, so it's 8 1/2 by 11. And this is just basically some pretty, not copy paper, but cardstock, but not heavyweight cardstock, just enough where it can, it won't feel flimsy on the notebook. But then I was like, oh, I cut it, and then I was like, oh, what do I want to show? Do I want the pumpkin to show? So if I cut it, when I cut it, what element did I want to really be dominant? Do I want to bring that pumpkin down or up? It's just what I didn't give it any thought. But I think I'm going to be able to use this one for the front. So basically I'm looking see-through, and then I'm putting my book here because I'm going to attach it, but I want to make sure I get a substantial image. Like I want a full image on the cover. And I'm pretty close to the edge. So what I'm going to do is I've got something on the top, and I got that on the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to make sure it's straight, my book, and I'm just going to add a little line here and a little line here. This is going to tell me where to stick the glue, because I'm going to be using my scissors, if I haven't mentioned that. And I have some more detailed scissors, so let me grab that. I'll be right back, because they're a little nicer. These are okay, but I've got some nicer detailed scissors. Okay. So this is just going to tell me where to stick the glue. So this is all pretty low tech, nothing major. I used my inkjet printer to print out all my digital paper, and I got patterned seamless paper. No, you don't have to use glue. You can use a tape runner, and I have some actual score tape right here. I need to glue it down. Okay, my glue is cooperating. So yeah, I just used my regular inkjet printer at HP, nothing fancy for that. Now, all I'm going to do is make sure, okay, let's do it this way, because I need to make sure. Now, the thing is I'm not going to cover, and I'm doing it backwards, but just bear with me. There's a method to this madness. I'm just going to make sure a little bit of that black is showing. Yep, and it looks like I got it where I wanted it. Let me see. Yep. I'm going to cut off a little bit of the pumpkin, but I think I'll be all right. Oops. So when I cut this, probably should have cut it before I laid it down, but oh well, I'll make it work. You know what, let me use, let me get my X-Acto knife. Did you go? I had my knife out earlier. I don't know where my knife went. Okay, bear with me. I'll be right back. I gotta go find my knife. I might have put it on the other side of my craft room. One moment. Alright, so I'm gonna take my X-Acto knife because I got it right here. And, even if I don't get it 100%, that's why I got my scissors. Just gonna. These are really fun. These are very, very fun. Let's go through and put a little bit. Whoop. Hopefully I don't mess up anything. Yep, there we go. I might have to come back through and, you know, do some fine detailing. Oh, I'm really close. What am I messing up? Okay, I'll go above that. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think alright, let's just do this. We'll be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. I probably should have cut this side off first. But that'll be okay. And yep. Yeah, I screwed that up. See what I did? I went too far over. Now I'm afraid. Well, okay. Yay! I can do it. I didn't. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't mess that up too badly. So I'm going to take just a little bit off because I definitely needed to cover that. Screw that up on my first try. Y'all will pretend y'all didn't see any of that, okay? Because I messed that up. I'm just going to come in a little bit. Just a tad. I should have did that to begin with. But that's okay. That is okay. I just need to come in. I don't want to take too much. You can always retrim it. And I'll start off taking off a little bit. Come on. That's the edge people see. Okay, well, I recovered. Still a little more cosmetic. I'm glad I didn't put a lot of glue on there. Well, you know what? Let's do this too, because I don't want it to come up. I must have known what I was doing. So let's put a little score tape on this. How about that? I usually don't like score tape because it is very unforgiving for me, but I will do it now because I think I need it. It's not my go-to method. But what can I tell you? I want this to stick. And you know how you have stuff playing in your head? Well, I was planning this in my head last night, and apparently I didn't execute what I had in mind. But that's okay. Before I cover this up, this is a 50 sheet mini notebook, and it's 3¼ by 4½. So basically, I could have cut that out. Let's close this. I've been stabbed by this one multiple times. I'm just going to use my, because I really want this to stick. So yeah, back to school, Halloween. It's my favorite time of year. What I'm going to do next, whoa, woo! See, this is why I don't mess with this tape, y'all. See, look. Already making boo-boos. Okay. But that's what happens when you craft. I'm not hiding anything here. I'm very transparent right here. I'm going to put some glue. So this tape is not very repositionable, but I want to make sure it sticks. I don't know how effective it's going to be after getting that all jacked up, but we'll see. So you get to decide on how much black band you want to see. That's about right. I'm just eyeballing it. Nothing rocket science about that. So I wanted to, all right. Oh, there we go. It's on there. It's on there. Maybe I'll have better luck on the back side of this. On the back, I really don't care. So, that's about right. So we take that. We'll just do it old-fashioned way. I'm sure there's a better way of cutting these, but I have my paper trimmer with me, but okay. See, I can't cut straight. See, that's my problem. I can't cut straight. Save my soul. That's why I like the X-Acto knife. I really don't care what the back looks like. I just want to get it on here. So, let's try it again. Because I did not cut that straight. I'm on a struggle bus today. Now, of course, you can use your paper trimmer, but I'm kind of doing a custom fit here. So I'm going to go about right there. Alright, so I think I got it. So this is what I did last time. I got it where I wanted it. And then I kind of glued it down. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave a little extra overhang. Okay. And then I'll just take it off. Now, of course, you can, my other thought process was cutting this, and I don't know why I didn't do it. See, look, it's crooked. I have no clue. Why are you crooked? Oh, never mind. Because it's supposed to be on the other side, Brenda. You could have cut this. I was thinking of cutting it, and I should have followed my first thought and cut this into a 4x4 square. But I didn't do that. Okay, there you go. So you'll get to see how I struggle today. But it is all good. Let's go. You know, let's just do it with these. Because I really can't get an angle on it, y'all. Oh, let's see if I can get it this way. See what happens when you don't let that glue sit? Okay, here we go. That's better. Oh, it moved. Okay. I've never had that happen before. My glue really sets up. There's got to be something going on with the glue because I've never had it come off like this. Ever. There has to be something going on with the glue. straight edge. Boop. I feel like I'm scattered covered trunks right now. I'm all over the map. That's what I feel like. Don't laugh. Oh, it's like sometimes you're not perfect, you know? You're not perfect in your crafting. It's like when they say you're practicing yoga. You're always practicing. You're never perfecting for in yoga. So there you go. So I'm not a perfection today. Not all things planned out. But I think I got it. Alright, this one's better executed. That's pretty. No matter how it looks, you'll get there. So now I'm going to take my little detailed scissors, and now that I have that one open, let me fix this one as well. Boom, boom, boom. This is a really good knife. Okay. Yep, perfect. Let me close that. I have been burned and stabbed myself. So I'm going to just round this corner with these scissors. I'm going to round this corner, that. Gonna round that corner. And that's really all you got to do. Whoops. However you get it on there, however you figure it out, whatever works. I'm still flabbergasted that this is coming up. I do not know what is going on with the glue, man. I cannot figure that sucker out. I've never had that happen before. Maybe I'm just handling it too much. Or there could be a coating on here. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Okay. Let me put a thing on here so I can adhere. Put that block on there. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. So I got a mess. So let me clean it up. I can't figure that out. Just don't know. Oh well. Okay. So that's how you cover it. Good, bad, or ill. It's nice and covered. Now if you decide you want to put something on the front, a bigger sticker, which I might go back and do. I might do something for this Happy Halloween or get something more. But I kind of like it. You can personalize it however you want. So I'm going to clean all this up, and then I'm going to show you how to make these, hang on to that. Oh, I can actually fussy cut something out. Me fussy cut? Saw I had a problem with that. But I can always try. That would be cute with the ghost. Try it later. Just fussy cut around that ghost. That'd be nice. Could turn that into a sticker. Make sure I get everything policed back up so my brain will be functioning well. Okay, so I also took this. I forgot to cut these sides off, but I'm not gonna do that because I actually measured it. This is 6 by with the white band, but that's okay. It's 6 by 6. So this is a 6 by 6 square, and it's, once you get your paper pattern, and I love my 6 by 6 paper packs for these, because that's what I did with this one. This was just a 6 by 6. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to score. I'm going to turn these over. And to make the little folder, you're going to score it at 3 inches right down the center. That's on the one of the long sides. You're going to turn it the other way, and then you're going to score it at 1 3/4. 1 3/4. So 1 3/4. That takes care of that. I'm going to lay that to the side. I'm going to do the same thing with this. Make sure I got my pattern right. So here, I'm going to score here. Now if you have double-sided paper, it's going to look really good. I do not have double-sided paper, so I'm not really worried about it. And then let's score it 1 3/4. There you go. Okay. Now while I have my scoreboard out, I'm going to go ahead and fold that paper over onto itself. Again, I can't take credit for this. I did not invent this, but I like what she did. So again, if I had cut that off first, but I didn't, and that was just me. I'm going to take my big scissors and where that crease is, I'm going to angle my scissors just a little bit to kind of make a V, and then I'm just going to cut up to the score line. And then that'll fold those over and I'll give you the pocket. Obviously, I have executed it better. Let's see if I can make a little bit deeper. See if I can do a course correction, because today I must not have had enough coffee because I'm all over the place. There we go. A little better, a little crisper. And then you just fold it up and then you have a pocket. So I'm going to score this again. I'm going to take these. Score them. You could have scored them first before you made the cut, but so what that's going to do is how she did it was she tucked it in here, but before I do that, I'm going to round my corners to kind of match that. So I got a little quarter rounder, so I'm just going to round all my corners. I like that look. It's kind of echoing the actual thing itself. So just do a little notchy notch. And then there. That's one. And it's going to slip right in here. But before I slip that in there, let's take this and put a little bit of glue right along the edge. A little bit of glue. Well, you know, it's kind of humid here in Mississippi, so that could be what's going on with the glue. And then you can decorate this, or if you do a sticker sheet, you can do a couple of stickers and place them in the folder for the recipient, put their name on here, or trick or treat. You could make a little trick or treat. Perfect. So that's going to go there. Let's do the second one. So let's put you back in here. Use that to score. See if I can get that all tidied up to the corner. There we go. I'll go ahead and score this before I cut it. Makes it a little bit easier. For this scoreboard, I think I got it at Michael's. I ended up putting just a, if you're wondering what that is, I just took a silver marker and then just rubbed it on there like a rub-on, because I couldn't see those stupid numbers, because that's white on white. I don't know why they didn't make these numbers black, because it's white on white and it's really hard to see, especially for us challenging people who are older crafters who need glasses. And I am saying that for myself because I'm an older crafter and I need some assist with the visual. Okay, better. That turned out a lot better. Nicer, crisper cut. There we go. I hesitated on that first one. Oh, and before I glue it down, let me go ahead and round the corners. So we'll do the corner rounder. Sometimes it's just easier for me to pick it up, put it in my hand. That's why I wanted to use pretty good sturdy paper. Like, it didn't have to be the heavy duty paper, but good enough to handle that. Like, and it doesn't feel flimsy. So yeah, let's put the glue on here. And you're just going to do it on one corner. Just on the corner. I have some ideas on making a mini folder like this for my wired notebooks. Oh, I can't wait. I thought this was, in addition to the tabs that I make, oh, this was absolutely fabulous. I'm so thankful. Her name is, I think, Posh Paper Lady. I think that's what her name is. So thank you for this idea. It's fantastic. So I was like, ooh, you can make me some little folders. So, and so depending on which one you want, since this is only 50 pages, I'm going to put one at the front and then one in the center. I will be using, surprise, surprise, I will be using more score tape on this. So I'm just making sure I got these in the right orientation. And then I'm going to turn them over because you don't want to tape them down in the wrong direction. Boop, boop, boop. Now, when I watched the video for the Posh Lady, she is fantastic with this score tape. I'm just going to put one down the center. I am a novice when it comes to the tape. She is the master. Yeah, I don't want to have too much tape, but I just want to have just enough to make sure it sticks to the page. Because I am going to be putting some glue on this as well. But I wanted that extra protection. Now you could do two, you could do you, but this is just what I decided to do. As you can tell, me and this tape is not friends. Safety first, so I'll close that. Yeah, this book comes together really easy. So I am going to put some glue. Got to order me some more glue. So since I have this in my hand, it's going to go here. So I'm not going to put, and she advised not to put it along the seam. So I'm just going to put it right on the first page, close to the seam, but not in the cut, as we say. There we go. So the book can close. Then I'm going to go and look for the center of the book, right where it's sewn, right through here. And then we're going to do the same thing. There we go. Put that up. Safety first. And I have one more I'm going to make, but I think I'm going to do that off camera. Now, if it's probably going to be for me, but it's going to be a fall themed, but I ran out of paper. So this one's going to go right in the cut, like right there. I ran out of, I'm sorry, not ran out of paper. I ran out of ink, so I couldn't finish printing out my fall paper to match. Now, isn't that darling? There you go. And I didn't put it on both sides, just one, so that you could still use this page. You don't lose a page. And then and it'll close pretty nice. I think this is darling. And then with my little stickers, I can put something fun on the front. And then what my idea is cut, since these are all nice, they're not too close. Me again trying to cut with the scissors, so I'm going to cut a strip of stickers and cut a strip of stickers and cut a strip of stickers. And then I'm just going to tuck them in here and then tuck them in here so the recipient can kind of decorate this, or me, or whoever gets it. So that's the idea for that. And although I was on the struggle bus, it did turn out pretty nice. And then if you have, be nice to get a spider. Ooh, a spider sticker, and stick a spider here. And, you know, you can kind of dress this up any way you want. I'm thinking about it, but the sky's the limit. And then you can either dress something up in here, put their name. You could have ink blended it in here if you or something in here and on the back. And then here you can do a belly band with some of the leftover thing. I can actually spit in and cut that and make a belly band for that. Or you can do a side pocket in here. So there's, with the scraps, don't hold on to the scraps, because there's a lot you can do with those as well. But I love it. So if you have any ideas, or you want me to do something else, just let me know. But this is a quick, it took longer to pick the paper, let's be honest, than it was to actually put this together. So subscribe, like, comment, give me some suggestions, and I will talk to you guys next time.